Okay, here we go. Looks like everything's loaded up. Everything's good. I'm dropping 80% of my frames. Oh, man. I was really hoping that this wouldn't happen. Apparently my misaligned and obstructed. Okay. Be right back. Have to go fix it. Well, I don't know how to fix that, so I guess we're just going to have to go ahead.
Funny music again. The music.
And salutations, everyone. Welcome to Honored Shadows,
Hello.
episode 24.
24!
Yeah, so
Yeah,
sorry
yep.
about that. I
It's
had
on
to
the
try
car
and,
sent to the shadow dimension.
had to.
You want to know what's better than
What?
24?
God damn it to her.
Sorry,
It took
I was
him,
happy.
What is
like
this?
20 seconds.
What is this?
What have you done?
Too much flipping, I guess, and
It
Yeah,
happened
Yeah,
instantly.
yeah.
He's gone! Ricardo!
Please do not
As
hammer
soon-
the flip button, or else you will go to the Shadow Realm.
As soon as he
The
discovered it was there,
secret
he
third
immediately did
option
it.
to a coin toss.
Now I give you gay thoughts. No. Alright.
How is everyone?
Oh,
Shift X.
oh, there's music. I'm so zen.
Okay.
Yay.
And if you just press X,
We should probably lock in. There's supposed to be
Anyway,
big.
last time on Honored Shadows, the party had finally found the Black Tower from the shared zeitgeist of the heroes of Kazor's Landing, combined to multiple levels of prophecy, whisperings of the mind, and magical curses and other such phenomena, has finally led Honored Shadows to here. After the opening of the tower and a brief a lesson in humility again, the party was able to gather Kenji, keep him from being dead, and continue onward. As they delved through the Black Tower, exploring some places, ignoring other very enticing plot hooks, they eventually made their way to the innermost sanctum, or at least as far as they could have gone. There, they discovered what appears to be, or what had appeared to be, an enormous crystallized individual. The party eventually was able to free this, and the creature introduced itself as Zol. And we're going to pick right up where we left off, as Zol descends down, floating before the party. First things first, let's actually go over what you see. Do I have religion core skills available in the party?
Nope.
Do I
Nope.
have nature core skills available in the party?
Yes.
Please roll nature at this time.
Go, Squee. I choose you.
Also, test, I readjusted my mic.
Wow,
Loud.
that's much
Loud
louder.
and clear.
Should I
Louder
turn it
and
down?
clearer.
Turn it down.
You also
like
are a little bit
20%.
more echoey.
A
Just
smidge.
a squee bit.
How about that?
Good.
That's better.
Perfect.
Okay.
Squee roll nature.
Work with me. Come on, computer.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got it. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're gonna do
beginning
it.
to believe.
Yeah.
Lock in.
Blue Blacks, as you analyze the creature as it begins its descent, you will see that it is most certainly of avian heritage. Its bird-like features are, well, unignorable, but you also sense that it is not like that of Glaeus. Rather, it seems to have been a naturally evolved sort of creature, neither a child of Gazinarok nor a spirit of Glaeus. Does anybody here have Arcana as a core skill?
Nope.
Okay. Does anyone here have Insight as a core skill?
Nope.
Okay. And I think that's all of them. Okay.
We are specialists, and we are not good at that.
I'm not good at seeing.
We did sneak in here.
it came in clutch.
As the creature descends, you will look down upon each of you. And then you will see it begins to try to speak. As it does so, first it coughs. And as it coughs, a strange phlegm will come out. You don't think it's a natural resource of the creature for the manner in which it is coughed out. You will see that this sickening gray and blue substance seems to linger on the stone nearby. Eventually, the creature seems to have cleared its pathways. And it speaks. Okay. Here we go.
Is aluni feel sue ya noe afia se ai kue me na you can kue me done o tito dos.
The creature starts to move its fingers around, and you will notice that it begins to enchant a spell.
Iwa yokot iska kit ekonave.
The magic eventually
Yeah, they can-
settles over the creature's face and throat. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I do if it? I was gonna say if it do an insight to see if it was aggressive in nature or a harm, like it was going to attack.
No.
Okay.
As the magic lingers over the creature's face and throat,
Yeah, is the language of the simian might work.
Yeah, we hear you.
As I suspected. Although I had thought that the saurian elements would be more prominent. Interesting. Hail to you, mortal kine. You have came this far, and shifted by the anical, seer-like melodies of the magics of my tower. I see that one amongst you is marked, though I believed that I had left several. Questions that can be answered later. First, what season is it?
Summer.
Summer. It could be worse, I suppose. Less time than I would like, but more than could be suspected. I am Zol, and you are here for a purpose. Your purpose shall yet be revealed. But first, there are things we must discuss. The veil of ignorance falls over you. It is disgusting. You must be cleansed, and then we may talk.
and slowly the creature begins to descend even more and perches on this piece of stone.
First,
What are we?
tell me of the land you are from.
Kenji will motion to himself, Giyu, Rena, and Rakar. We are from Glaeus.
Glaeus. Pantheistic. Tech level 6. And of the others.
Turns to Sugai.
Ohio. My name is Sugai. I hail from the mystical land of Rhine.
Tech level 6. Infected. Lost. And the other.
Uh,
You muted?
Can I take some of that slime?
If you are referring to the liquid used to keep me in animation. Sure, if it did not poison you.
Sweet. I would like to collect a sample.
Alchemy
of
check.
All right.
D20 plus your spirit.
So not him just completely ignoring the question.
he's got a one-track mind.
Nope, that didn't work.
The backslash has to be first.
Can he just click spirit?
He could.
Oh, yeah, that. And then the bonus is just 1, right?
Well, it's 2, but just roll it just to get a die on. I can add 1 to it. It's fine. A 12.
Yeah.
All right, you gather the substance to some degree of careful skill, and you think you're able to get some of it into a bottle, although it seems to be shifting and changing. Whatever chemicals are in it, well, they're beyond your ken for now.
Thanks.
Where are you from?
The creature
Lex?
ignores the scavenging ooze and begins to speak until Kenji asks,
No, if he's just going to give the floor as well.
"You were asking
Forget
something. Ask."
What are you referring to we being ignorant to?
Everything.
That's quite a lot.
Yes, it is. Hence my frustration. But we do what we can with what we have. Now that I know of which of the continents that you hail from, this will make the next piece a bit easier to digest. It seems that you are having a passing, perhaps, understanding of societal norms, magical deficiencies, and the intensity of their cost, yes?
I believe so.
Looks to Rena and to you, the casters. More
Okay.
versed in magic.
He
than us.
sniffs at the ignorance in the air.
I see.
Sugai will nod and reply, I believe that is what has led us here. To Aelenclast.
Aelenclast. Ah, yes. That would be its name in your tongue. I suppose it is not the worst of names to have. First, we should explore why you have come to this place. And I do not mean the tower. You say that you have come to Aelenclast because you understand these things. Elaborate.
There is a wound in the sky. They take by the name of the Sky Scar, and creatures come from it. There's a man by the name of Daniel Kazor who is leading defense against that. And one of the other reasons we're here, most of the other continents' ley lines are not as powerful as they used to be. So that is another reason we're here, to search for new resources that way.
The invasion has already begun. Earlier than anticipated. And thus the locusts swarm. How long hence has it been since you arrived, and in what season did you arrive?
Before we seek to answer your questions, we still do not know to whom we have the honor of speaking. Introductions
his name
may
was,
as well be in order.
He said his name.
Yeah.
Further than that, we are unaware of the nature of this tower, of your stasis, as you put it. Who are you?
My attempt to answer that question without establishing a certain level of ground knowledge would be futile and inefficient.
I agree.
You only agree to disagree with that one. Your ignorance is as palpable as the rest. But if you insist, as he looks towards Sugai, my name, as I said, is Zol. What I am is the last of my kind. My purpose is difficult to explain with such a level of ignorance, but I shall bisect it into small, manageable pieces, I suppose. I, as the last of my kind, was gifted and cursed with foresight. I saw the repairing of the prism. I saw the scar of your sky. And I saw what is to come next. The construction of my tower was in anticipation of this. Unfortunately, the power of sight is linear. It does not see mutations and other such permutations that can cause variants. There are some things I do not know, but what I do know is this. Sometime after the completion of my tower, yet before I was placed into stasis, my world collapsed under the weight of its own hubris. My land is no different from yours, I would suspect. In regards to its politics, their failings, war, strife, darkness, misunderstanding, ignorance. My tower was meant to be a beacon, to draw those of more poignant souls towards it. And so it has. That explanation shall have to be sufficient for now. We have not yet divulged whether or not you are worthy to hear the rest.
I see. Thank you kindly. Zal, he'll kind of consider for a moment. Don't know. Sama?
Your honorifics mean nothing to me. Say whatever you wish. As for you, as he turns to Kenji, you are answering the previous question. Continue to do so.
To be around 7 months.
7 months. Yes, you always were comedic, weren't you? He'll tap his beak. Time,
I
it
have
seems.
a question.
Very well.
You said you're not your world, so you're not from Verum?
I was speaking in the descriptive sense. Not world as in planet, but world as in the world that I knew. My realm, my people, my land, whatever definition you wish to use. I am no alien, if that is your question.
Kenji will nod.
Now then. 7 months. Yes. Arrival in spring.
Yes.
Yes, spring, summer. Has the planting begun yet?
Are you referring to the Treants? Because we would know a little.
Is your settlement destroyed yet?
No.
Then the planting has not yet begun. Fortuitous. They are late in the year for such a thing. No doubt they've been disturbed, most likely from your presence. I do not hear the song of Yangva, so the gnolls must still be in practice. Very well. I have gathered the sufficient information.
We have captured the steeper knoll den mother.
He will raise an eye feather.
Truly. Interesting.
Yes.
Difficult. penchant, no doubt. I cannot be distracted by such variances. We have much to discuss, much to explain, and much to prepare you for. Time is not on our side. I know that to some of you, such a thing is not considered prudent, or perhaps even to the semblance of rude. Understand, I have no time for pleasantries or platitudes. My objective is to inform. You will listen, and if you have the sufficient intelligence, you will understand. If not, I shall attempt to explain. And should that fail, then I will have to accept you as a loss. Do you understand?
Angie nods.
Very well. First, you must understand the worm that you are in. This Aelenclast, as you called it, has had many names amongst many different of the races. There are many peoples that claim this place as their home. And to its nature of constant change, the rippling effects of the mana therein, how it changes, and how these, these existences are separated, are by an event known as the Great Storm. This storm emanates from the center of our continent. Once, every cycle or so, this great storm causes the rippling separation that I'm sure that you have noticed on any rudimentary maps you have made, how regions are unnaturally separated, almost as if they were encased, grown separately from one another. That is the great storm at work. This storm undulates and emanates, and then lasts for a long period. To you, it would seem perhaps 50, maybe 100 years. But to those that exist within the cycle, it is simply the off-season of the mana's recyclical nature. It is what purifies the magic as a whole. It is what makes Aelenclast your last hope against the denizens from beyond. As such, our history is multifaceted. The peoples that have lived, have ruled, have fallen and risen, have changed dramatically. And yet, unlike perhaps your own lands, when one is lost, it is not lost forever. Many exist outside of this purview due to the nature of the storm. Their regions locked in a way. He will pause for a moment and make sure that nobody is glazing over.
For just to make an understanding, each one of these reasons are like their own specialized area that can be, in and of itself, different than anything else around it, and each one is affected by the storm in and of their own way, if I'm understanding what you're trying to say correctly.
It is more accurate to incite that each one is isolated from the other, but yet is still enacted with the same pure mana and the radiation, therefore, that it would produce. Essentially, any bouts of evolution, change, development, or otherwise happens in an isolated environment that, once released, then naturally clashes with those surrounding.
Your guy would raise a globby hand. And wait.
Zal will look at you.
You say that there are sections of the continent that are currently held in a kind of limbo? What happens to the people within during the undulations of the storm?
Their limbo is that a failed race or a defeated kingdom is not destroyed and replaced as per normal. Those who live within the cycle refer to this as the time of planting, the time of growth, and the time of harvest. Planting represents whenever a new region would be developed, or inhabited. We are currently in that cycle. And then, at its apex, the harvest begins. The weak are purged by the great storm, and those regions that are strong enough to have survived the storm retain, even if they had failed in the planting. Suffice to say, it operates under this particular term. Each region, as you know it, may have a longer age than those surrounding it, or it may be younger. It may have been a failed state or a successful one. Regardless of whatever its past, present, or future is, all become isolated by the great storm. Those regions are made regions because of those that live within them produce a sufficient amount of psionic dissonance to create a stasis, a natural funnel that the mana storm responds to. This can be through the form of animals, the form of latent magic, and even sentient beings. As such, each region is subjugated by this very potent form of natural selection and separation. Yet, when the storm is lifted, each of these regions begin to interact, mix. Some war, some make peace, some change each other. Does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you kindly.
Now, as I was saying, each one of these regions, at one point or another, was either settled or protected from settlement, depending upon which of the particulars that we are discussing. Through its history, the land you know as Aelenclast has possessed 9 rulers and 7 that would check the rulers. They are referred to as the 9 kings and their 7 arbiters. It is not clear as to why the numbers of 9 and 7 are so potent, only that is what they are. I suspect it has to do with the natural geometric shape of the Great Well, but there are some mysteries that even my kind could not discover before our fall. Of the 9 kings, each one separated into a parcel of morality, one that you would know of as a alignment, perhaps. One towards the different moralities of great good, great evil, great chaos, great law, and all of their variants in between. I shall explain them to you. It is important that you know of them, you understand what they are, and make preparations as needed when facing them. If you and your fledgling settlement have any hope of surviving past the great storm, you will need to know of them. All right, you guys ready? It's big time.
I've been typing notes. I'm ready.
Okay.
I actually have my notebook out. I've been writing things that I think that should be highlighted.
All right. Here we go. We shall begin with those that you should seek to ally yourselves with. The goodly creatures, ones that would give a helping hand rather than fang or claw. There is Titania, the martyr, of both lawful and good nature. She is the mother of the Titans, the last of the true giant kin. I am uncertain as to any of her children that have survived. I have not been able to see into her region since my encapsulment, and even now, my magic is too weak to reach that far. But I suspect that her blood yet still lingers within the mountain, and perhaps with great fortune, some of her people may have survived. You will find them strong of both body and heart and magic. They are kind. They are amongst one of the first, I believe. They were in existence before my kind were. 'Tis a shame that the mana is insufficient to keep their population large. The mana storms are quite devastating to them. The next
Ooh, actually, I can bring up the world map and point to where they are.
I was going to say that's the.
I was actually going to ask
northwest.
if we could pull out the world, if we could
Yeah.
pull out the world, like the map we would have.
Okay.
and have them format what
I'm
we're
doing it. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And
I'm-
Kenji has another question as well.
Well, hold on. What were you saying, Kenneth?
Yeah. I was going to say, is that in the northwest with the giant woman-looking mountain?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, that's a
That is
perfect.
not the mountain I was thinking of.
All right,
Oh,
let
you thought that
guys-
was finally getting no.
Let you guys load in. Dun, 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 dun.
This is interesting.
Oh, dude, this is my fever dream shit.
While we're loading, can I ask my question? Can Kenji ask his question real quick?
Sure.
When you're referring to the mana being low, you mean like the ambient mana of their area being low to sustain the life force they would need?
I mean that it is insufficient to sustain them, a large population.
That looks like a way we could get them.
I should have loaded
Way to
first.
help them with that.
I should have loaded this first. I didn't think about it though. Fuck.
There to be activate the lane with.
We can do the next one and explain it while we wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway. He will continue. Let's see here.
North is north on this map, right?
Yeah.
North is up.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the map, the compass is correct as to whatever
Okay,
it's supposed to be.
wonderful. Yep.
All right. I lost my place here. Give me a second.
We're at Titania.
Titania.
The goodly, helping creatures that will not eat us.
Mania the Martyr. Interesting.
All right. He will continue. The next, a goodly king who is lost. A goodly king who is not bound by the law or the chaos of man's life. He ruled his people with a fair and even hand. You would call them human, perhaps, but I knew them as the forest people. They lived deep within their trees, their copses, deeper still behind their misted gates. Last that I heard before I was sealed, the king was betrayed, frozen in a great stent of ice, wrapped by a traitorous trunk. It is said that his tears yet still mist his forest, and seek to punish those with wayward hearts. I know not if his people survived. I doubt his kingdom is fallen, however. You guys still loading?
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, are we in? All right, cool.
Yep. Look, you just had to say something and it happened. Is that?
All right, here we go. Hold on a second. Let
Said
me point
This
out.
or this?
All right, so Titania is up here.
You don't say.
That one right there. Emerald is here.
Emerald.
Yeah, the miss.
How do you spell that?
Emerald. Emeril. Emeril the Frozen King.
Thank you. Ah, we have looked into that place once.
Yes, we have.
Wait, no, there's a ping over here.
No, I was
Just
just
pointing over there.
correcting. I was just correcting.
Okay.
Because when we were out looking over this way, we saw.
Zal will continue.
So we had lawful good and neutral good, so...
Zal will continue. The next are a nomadic people. They give themselves to their whims of their free spirit, but they are a goodly folk, kind, and perhaps a bit unpredictable of travelers that find themselves to the eastern lands of Aelenclast. The one that would lead them is a strange being split into twain, the fool and the world, using the advances of their system of calibration of fate in order to be a two-faced, difficult, their leader is two, but yet he is one. They are known as the Dravoxy.
Oh.
And they are found here.
Convenient.
Ping it one more time.
Right here. On the border of these two regions.
Okay.
I thought that was fire first, but those are glowy trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Awesome.
Do we get the name on that one?
The full... God damn it. Alright, I'll be right back.
It's the fool in the world. Oh,
Yeah, I've written down as the fool in the world.
oh, fool of the world or fool in the world?
Fool and the world. I'm assuming
Okay.
that's much like Terra's.
The world.
Oh, that's the most
I can't believe Aelenclast is a battle royale.
Fuck you. I was thinking the same thing and trying
Oh
not
my
to let
God.
it win.
It totally is, isn't it?
The storm's coming!
There's the 7 colors of the prism, 7 arbiters. Is there? And there's what? Is there
It's not
9
here yet.
regions here?
There's 9 alignments.
There's 9 alignments and 7 colors. It's got to be what it is. Because they.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
said that's what
Yeah.
it is.
I think there was a. No, it was in a different game. I shouldn't bring it up here.
I don't think it was brought up to us about the color thing, and I don't think it was confirmed.
I'm just assuming the
Don't
doppelganger
bring it
was
up.
the yellow
Don't
one.
talk about it. It's fine.
Well, I'm saying I'm writing. Oh,
You have your own notes page, and you've always written your own notes.
Yeah.
So you do you. I'm writing the group notes.
I'm wearing my spin foil hat.
I am deathly curious about the city in the middle. I want to know. What do you think? Lawful evil?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say lawful neutral.
Huh?
I'm also interested in this maze thing over here. What is that?
I swear to God, if he looks at Smiling Gaskin and goes, "Yeah, that's where the super chaotic evil dudes are," I'm gonna be like,
Well, I mean, here's the question: if all of these
That's where the
regions
Destroyer
get-
of Worlds is?
if all of these regions get separated during the storm and they all have to survive on their own, are we part of Smiling Gazka or are we part of the Screaming Taiga?
Or is the Riverlands its own thing?
Because that would be an extraordinarily tiny section compared to everything else if we were just our own thing. Nor would we really have the resources to maintain for 50 years.
Maybe the Riverlands is a very new region. Maybe that's why it's small. Also, that would mean our mine and Kaiser's Landing would get separated.
I
Yes.
think I know something that maybe not
Then
everyone
keep
does.
your mouth shut.
It's about the tiger.
I
We're
wonder
gonna
if
have to
we
file this away
conquer
for
the taiga
later.
if it counts us as together. I'll have to ask. So the question is, why don't we just fucking beeline it for the middle and take the mana and leave?
How
I guess
would
setting
we
up to-
take the mana?
with a big cup.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea. Let's do that.
That's basically what it's gonna be.
I'm guessing when that time comes, it's gonna have to do something with the middle and maybe the city.
I think it's going to
To,
have
like,
nothing to do
maybe
with the middle, because why would we go to the
branch the
middle
ley
for the
lines.
big mana storm when we're looking for mana? That's crazy. No, let's go to this peninsula off to the right. That looks neat. I bet there's something cool there.
You mean the Sun Isles? You mean the Sun Isles?
No. To the right, to the east.
You mean this right here? The Sun Isles? That we've...
No, you
that's already done?
fool. You foolish fool. This one over here. To the east. Take where you are.
Yeah.
Go east. Go east. Go east. Go east. Go east.
Oh, you're like up here?
Yes, the east. How many?
What are you two fighting about over there?
The east. Daher, meanwhile, is swimming over here in this fucking dark pool.
Yes.
Protagonist moment.
Looks
You know
like a
what I
nice
love?
cozy place.
What's really cool to me is that there's this road that you can see that goes from the coast here up and around, has some breaks, and swirls up here and leads up like an actual road, and it even continues down into here.
True.
It's a very intentionally made road. Don't fall. This is definitely the good stuff. This is there's some kind of good alignment person here for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, this is good. This is the teeth are good.
There's a party there.
Sucks to be fucking them, I suppose. Sucks. God, I sure am happy that's not me. Ugh, who is it? Who's over there?
Traveler's Delight.
That does not sound delightful.
I'd rather not travel there.
I'd rather. Does not sound like a delightful travel. No.
Mhm.
I do like the idea that if Emerald the Frozen King's tears are what's creating the mist, if we free him, then there's a chance that the Misted Valley, or the mist up here, actually opens up.
It becomes just the valley.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think of like, because the strong survive. I'm trying to think if it's meant to be alliances or if it's conquering territory.
It would
Have
be
to ask what the
alliances.
Probably
Because we
both.
went one. This.
Something occurs to me. Am I miscounting, or are there 7 regions 7 distinct regions on the outer ring.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could be 8, 9.
Because if you look right here, right, we know the doppelganger was here. And then there's another dingle over here. And then one over there. One over there. Are these maybe the prism? Bing, bop, boom, bang, pow. Bada bing, bada boom.
But what about this one up here?
What?
Fake
Well,
dingle.
With
Fate,
I
you
pretend I
can't
cannot
fate
see.
dingle me, my brother. What about this one down here? What about this one over here? What is
Lesser
this right
dingle.
here? What about this one? This floating dingle?
That dingle is very important, obviously.
The most important dingle of
I
the
feel like
Well, the question is this
wait,
dingle
wait,
or this
wait,
dingle?
wait. If you zoom in and look at this, got him.
Oh, fuck you! That was good. That was good. Thank you, Kaze. That might be the funniest thing you've ever said.
Bitch. You motherfucker.
I think you're right with information that has been said outside of that our characters would know about what the doppelganger actually was.
I don't even know the doppelganger
I think you're
fucking
right.
never came up. I don't know what the fuck that is. Don't tell me.
Yeah, I mean it was.
What did I
wait,
just said it. I just said it. I swear to God, I will put you in the storm. I will drop us in the storm. We're going Tilted Towers.
where we drop.
Bam! I put myself in the storm.
I am the storm.
I want to be the storm.
Boy, I
Maybe
sure
not
am
that
happy.
one though.
I wonder what civilization lives in this fucking spider hell biome. This is
Spider
like
hell biome?
this
Probably
fucking
the spider race.
of webs. I hate this. I hate
unfortunately-
this so much.
Or
Unfortunately-
just the
Those
average
look like
Australian.
starlac
The
pits,
spiders
bro.
are here.
Yeah,
The spiders are here, by the way, not over there.
Do you know what?
Over where?
There can be spiders in 2 different fucking places. Look, this looks like webs. This is 100% webs.
That's lightning from those clouds.
No.
No, wait.
Above that, you.
There are other things that
All
have like
these
silken
spiky
webs
pits with
besides.
lots of webs in between. I don't want to
Oh,
walk
yeah,
across
yeah.
a fucking snow.
I thought that was like wind or something.
No.
Like that would be.
Those look like
Sand
penumbra
plains.
worms.
Hear me out.
Those
It's
look
a
like we're
fucking
gonna
desert
run into a cryptid.
covered in spider webs with pits
Australia.
that you slip into. I hate that. That is the worst thing in the fucking world.
We'll have good news. We'll never ever go there for any reason. I don't care if they say Jesus is in there. We're not going.
My lord! Also, I'm curious what civilization can possibly exist. Maybe like lightning elementals or like lightning creatures?
Lightning element.
It'd be interesting because there's different life forms, so maybe life form. Even though things might be
Air
inhospitable to
genocides.
us, things might have adapted.
I hope the DM comes back so we can finish our bingo card.
You know what?
Constructs
The
that
DM
the
doesn't
lightning
have to
should
come
charge
back.
up.
It's okay. We could.
He doesn't have to come back. We got 1/3 of the bingo card.
Alright, let's start
I
doing some
will-
fanfics.
I will start telling you about the Alignment Kings. So at the top of Smiling Gazkul, we have
Guys, cool.
the true neutral Gazkul the Cool, who, like Sisyphus, climbs up to the top of the mountain with his bare hands, and then fucking jumps off and does a cool trick every 50 years. And then he climbs back up for 50 more years, then he jumps
The
off.
Assassin's Creed every 50 years.
Every 50 years.
Uh,
And then we have the. If you go up here to this this perfect looking oasis, this is chaotic evil. This is Malibu. This is the land of the blood drinkers, and the truly horrific. It looks great because it tempts
You know,
you
let's
in.
look at some positioning here. Let's do some heat maps.
I
So
would
this
say
is
the chaotic
this
evil
over
maybe on the
here.
fire part.
Nah.
This is
Fire,
lawful
that's
good.
Trees.
No,
Right.
I think this part up here, the
This is
the
lawful
fire
good.
trees and the water trees
This is
is
neutral
all part of one group, which is the chaotic good. Because, like you said, it's 2 parts, and they live in the middle of them.
That's chaotic
true.
good. This is lawful good, and then there's the neutral good guy who's in here, right?
Yeah.
How are you
Oh,
doing
that's
that, Eric?
Triangle.
Press X.
Yeah, hold X.
Oh.
I see what you're cooking.
Yeah.
So you think that like
Arrows to the hole, boys.
arrows to the hole,
Bing,
to the
bop,
hole.
boom. So maybe Bing. Wait, that doesn't
Bing
work.
bop, bida bop, beep bop, 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 pow.
So triangle that's on the same here. I feel like something's they're going right there.
This is probably.
There's a group going there
Why?
I bet you this is
because they got a map that said, "Hey, there's some cool shit over there," and they have a fucking boat. They can do what they want.
Oh, it's the boat.
Yeah, that's
guys,
travel. That's travel.
Yeah, the boat
That's
guys.
Traveler's Delight.
I thought Traveler's Delight was here.
No, they're over.
How the
They're
fuck?
right here.
No,
They're over here.
they have a boat. How would they get there?
Nobody.
Over there.
They're here.
Nobody. We're talking about up here.
How are they there? They have a boat.
Oh,
They were
no,
going
sorry.
We're pointing up here. We've been
Yeah, it's
pointing
there.
up here.
It's there. Sorry, it's there. I got.
But they're
I got
going up
the-
there.
wrong
I
group.
swear to God, I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
That's my bad. I got the places wrong.
Okay, so Traveler's Delight is up here.
Yeah.
In the fucking the goop
This
pit.
is their big loot box,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like 3 other groups are going right here right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a
so
goop boy,
everyone's-
I would like to
everyone's
see the
going
goop
against-
pit.
And
But
we
still,
are
it
like
sounds like
here.
fun.
I
Let's
bet you
go
this
for
is like true neutral.
I bet you it's not.
How much we're betting?
I will bet you
True neutral's the real mix-up.
Rina-sama.
Oh,
I don't. What?
Or potato chips.
But
Or potato chips.
Oh,
I-
that was the end of the sentence. What the fuck?
looks over at Giyu. I guess he's betting against
do-
you.
do I get a say in this?
If
No.
I were gambling, man.
I would
Chaos
also
happens
like.
around Arena.
I would also like.
Squeaky,
to
you
game.
better shut your fucking globules.
This place better be called the Necropolis as well, because how it looks and stuff like that. That'd be very.
I
appropriate.
love the mana aqueducts. It's such a good touch.
Mhm.
It's
Mine
so
looks very
interesting. It's also interesting to me that as it's like there's a 100-year time skip, and I don't really understand. So it's 1
He
year of
hasn't
settling.
decided.
No, it's 1 year of settling. Then it's 50 years of separation. To see if in that 1 year you manage to set up well enough to survive 50, and then it's a cycle.
I don't think it's.
All I heard was storm, and I'm like, I'm in.
So sorry. Let me make sure I have this. I was trying to quote him line. So the Great Storm once a year goes around to each of the regions and fucks them up, and then each region gets separated for 50 to 100 years to see if they survive that time period.
I'm fast enough to travel across the
Then
whole entire
everything
world.
opens up again, and then the cycle repeats.
So when you say it travels, I don't think that it moves only to.
I think
one.
it's an emanation.
Yeah, I think it's an emanation, and it covers the continent.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, but I guess to rephrase that. The storm hits all the regions, and then
Kind of locks
them
the
all up.
borders.
Yeah, and then for 50 to 100 years, they're locked from each other, and then that's a year grace period is kind of a short time, or unless they can still do stuff in that 50 to 100 years.
I mean, they're still living there. It's just, what happens to them during that time. Is it that they have to be tested to survive the isolation? That they have to have the resources and the stuff set up? And then what? Do they spend a year making alliances and trading with others to prepare? Is it just an endless cycle of preparing and surviving?
I guess that would be the. Yeah, that would make sense actually.
I wonder what the designation for this king thing is. It's just the people that survive.
I think the
Like,
kings are the
there's-
ones who represent the extreme ideals, and
No,
those extreme ideals
I think they're I think they're the
wow,
leader
sounds
of
like I was talking.
Sorry, my brain was processing as you were saying things. That's where the words were coming out. To go and finish what you're saying, then I'll explain.
Yeah.
What I was thinking.
Much like how 9 and 7, the geometrics of the Great Well that he was talking about likely play into it. And so it's numbers that things are pulled to, much like how things are pulled to 7 by the rules of Prism. The factions or the groups were pulled to 9 by the natural laws of the universe that create the alignments.
Huh.
It's an in-character explanation for the meta fact that things play into these convenient. It's a meta excuse for convenience.
Well, I don't think your question is like the kings themselves, right, Kaze? Because like Titania is like the king of the giants.
Yeah.
Of Aelenclast.
But is also king of lawful good.
But I think that's what he was more referring to, the fact that like how are they found to be the king of said like the giants. Like I think
Yeah, are they just paragons, or are they like a? It's like if the doppelganger is designated yellow thing because he's all timey-wimey and shit.
Can we not get too into things that our party doesn't know? Because I want to avoid meta.
Would know if we had those feathers and mirrors.
It's true. If we had feathers and mirrors, this would be solved.
It would all make sense.
Well,
thank you.
I mean,
we would have scared the shit out of him if we had just beeline to the Black Tower immediately upon crash landing. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah,
I think that would. I think he was like, "You will die if you go there," and we were supposed to do it anyway. Maybe.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh yeah, it sounds like it's not too far. We should go."
Not gonna lie, as
we would have been
as a player. I was very excited once he started to cough up phlegm.
Yeah.
What
the hell?
You want some of that shit? Which one?
He wants drugs.
You want to?
He's glazing over right now,
bro. That's gonna be such a downer. You're mixing in like stasis fluid.
Nah,
you're gonna put yourself in a coma.
I also have that flower.
We have been
Let's get back into
your chat and yapping and theory crafting.
Yeah, sorry about that. Apparently, our windstorm last night, we didn't know this, messed our neighbor's house up and took his shelter for his horses.
Oh, fuck.
And blew it over our property line and into our property. So he came here to ask permission to go get the stuff that blew into our property. Had to help him out with that.
All good.
So, sorry about that. Okay.
We've theory crafted that Smiling Gazcool is just a guy that climbs the mountain and jumps off every 50 years.
Yeah, that's
why he's smiling.
Sure.
It's me. I am
me.
the next one.
I was Gazka.
I was Gazka.
I was Gazka the whole time. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
We were just finishing up with the Fool in the World, or the Dravoxy.
The
on the border.
Man.
You're good.
Neighbor's a very cool guy. I hate interruptions. Okay.
Kenji would have a question for Zol.
Okay, who's that?
Who's Zool?
Sorry, Zol.
Sol. Okay, go ahead.
Just like the 7 arbiters seem to have be representations of alignment, do the 7 arbiters represent the colors of the prism?
All in good time.
We'll get to that, Kenji Dodo. Sugai says with his scribe book out.
He will
furious notes.
He will continue.
Those are the goodly ones. The ones that you should approach with some caution when interacting with them. The first are those that hold themselves to law, but not its righteous application. Though they are fair and beautiful to look upon to some, they even possess angelic qualities, I am told. A celestial forbearance. The Elisai are ruled by their king, the Wingless One, found within the depths of the Dead City.
That's the dead city right there.
It's not called the Necropolis. Damn.
If you translated the Dead City, it could be the Necropolis. Necro City.
Necrosity.
And I love
That's
you.
a different
I love
thing.
you, Necrosity. And I love you, random citizen.
Mega Man lives on. Literally forever.
Mega Man?
You
What?
mean a music man.
Don't
Don't dead name him.
dead name him? Did Mega Man change his fucking...
No, Metro Man. I was making a. It's
Oh. That's... Okay, that's a layer. Get back to your work, Jim. Neutral. Shut the fuck up. Lore!
Okay.
Say the funny words.
He will continue and you'll say,
It is in my experience that the Elisai oftentimes take on a penchant towards righteous and ill-righteous use of the power of law. Some have even challenged the different laws of our natural world, attempting to bypass their mortality. Though I should see the penchant for why. They are already long-lived, but such is the obsession, I suppose.
That's with immortality.
he will continue. Okay, let's see here. All right.
The next, I would say, is a being of neutrality, one that has more akin to the animals of Aelenclast. It is in my experience that though this creature possesses great wisdom and power, it oftentimes only wishes to be left alone. There is an irony to its knowledge and wisdom. For though it has more than most due to its long-lived life, I suspect, however, it regrets it. My interactions with Coaculatol, the Eternal, were
Can you spell
mixed.
that real quick?
I will, don't worry. Are mixed inherently. It can be found in the great sands, infused with mana. It is there that he can be found, though I would recommend giving a wide berth, unless there is a reason that you need to speak with him.
And he can be found there.
Which alignment was that?
Neutral.
Neutral.
True neutral. We were all wrong. It was the desert.
I put it in notes for you. Quetzalcoatl, the Eternal.
And he has
Oh.
bestial nature. Make sure.
He's a
He's
giant
a
turtle.
worm. Oh, it's a worm. He's a turtle.
You should not have told us that.
He's a giant turtle.
Wasn't it called the Eternal Worm?
No, the Eternal One.
Oh.
Or just the Eternal, sorry. His name is Quetzalcoatl, the Eternal. He is a enormous turtle.
That would have been very funny if I brought the notes back and called him a
The
worm.
E-Turtle.
Would you still love Quacklatol if he was a worm?
Let's move on.
There is a great need to watch the light leave your eyes.
And it shall persist in spite,
Okay.
Me when I-
as all things ought.
All right. He will continue.
Time for the fun one.
As temperamental as Coacuatl might be, he is nothing compared, or rather, his temperament is quite mild compared to the unpredictable and salacious nature of Kazaketh, Serpent of Discord. He bears true chaos in his hands, and you would think that he finds himself perchanced. Odd still that the Slod would choose some kind of other being to rule them. But far be it from me to understand why, I suppose. Perhaps they do it because it is unexpected. Sladian magic is difficult to understand for even the most well-trained and educated.
Did you just say he was the ruler of the slide?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh,
And he'd keep saying things if he wasn't interrupted.
that's big news. That's why I was making sure I'm writing that down right.
Okay, he's Salad Man. Got it. Serpent of Discord. Okay, so he's a Discord mod. Got it.
Okay.
The light will leave my eyes before the end of the day.
You keep pushing, and then you wonder why they all die. Okay, yes, that is chaotic neutral, specifically in case that wasn't obvious. And Kazaketh, Serpent of Discord, is found here.
Of fucking course.
Not surprised.
Is there a name for that zone?
Oh no.
The region names have not been unlocked yet.
Okay.
But I
Lightning
can give you,
balls-
I can give you its number though. It's
Okay.
region C2.
Lightning Bucklandia.
Okay. Next, he will continue. And now we should be careful to move upon those that are most antagonistic to your presence here, I would suspect. There is one who is quite disgusting, to be completely certain. An individual who insists on perfection and seeks to enact that perfection on others. Hold on. This individual.
yes.
This individual is amongst the ones that led to the downfall of my people. I cannot prove to the entirety of which he was involved, but I know that he was. If there was ever a more tyrannical or abuser of law for evil purposes, it would be he. Despite my best efforts before I was entombed, I was unable to discover his true name, only the moniker by which most of the world knows him. He is known as the Gardener. You can find him there.
Lawful good and lawful evil right next to each other.
Yes.
Sure, they get along great.
Okay.
I may have missed something. Are the LSI lawful neutral? I thought they were lawful
Yeah.
evil.
The
Lawful
LSI are
neutral.
lawful neutral at base,
Mhm.
but they have a propensity towards righteous and ill-righteous use of law. Okay. The next I believe that you are most familiar with, found mostly within the mountains that flank your eastern edge. You called them gnolls. Their king is called Yagva, Father of Hunger.
And finally, there is a darkness to the west. One who keeps to itself by all propensity. You should be thankful that it does. It rules both the depths and the surface simultaneously, within a great sunken chasm. That is where the Abbasid can be found. It calls itself the Khan of Mines.
I sure am happy no one's going there. No one's going to wake up that ancient evil. It's chaotic evil.
Yeah, chaotic evil.
And it's ABASYD.
ABBASID. Like the real life kingdom.
Oh, Abbasid. Okay.
Yeah, the Abbasid.
The Abyssid.
How do you spell Yoggoth?
Yogva is spelled Yogva.
I'm yogging.
Okay. With that, the creature will finish its explanation of the 9 kings. It will end by saying, "It is important for you to know who the players are if you are to be able to join yourself to the stage of Aelenclast. To rise your settlement above a mere forethought and survive your first storm, you must understand whom you should ally with and whom you should not. Truth be told, I know not the true nature of your settlement. I know not this, what did you say its name was, this Daniel Kazor?
Yes.
I know not of his proclivities. But it is best that if you have the capacity to affect his decisions or to offer an advisory role, that you do so in a manner that would aid him and your settlement to this regard."
Just the knowledge of these existing kings and what you have already shared is far more than we've known to begin with, so this will be incredibly helpful
Well,
once we pass this knowledge along.
there is still yet more to know. Okay, he will make some adjustments. And then he will continue. "For we have only spoken about the kings, those that would lead the people that live within this place, those that would claim mastery over its natural forces. But there are those that even they must answer to. Those beings made objects that contain the compensity towards the prism and its mighty colors. They are formed and forged into 7 arbiters. The person is irrelevant, for it is the object they wield that is the source of this power.
Oh.
Okay. And so, he will begin to explain. "It is good that you already have knowledge of the prism and its colors. It will make this following explanation easier to understand. They are separated as follows. I shall begin with indigo and end in violet. The first, the object that represents the indigo's place of the prism and how it is manifested within Aelenclast, is an object known as the Wound Maker. It is always a weapon, though its form does change dependent upon wielder and dependent upon the errant presence of the mana storms. Whatever form that it takes, it is a weapon of great power and great sacrifice. A weapon that threatens to consume its wielder, as well as the enemies of its wielder. The second, perchance of blue, is known as the Dream Veil. It is worn over the face, obscuring the wielder from ever being truly known, ever changing, always on the edge of forethought. It is said that whomever wears the veil is given the truest of insights, insights normally availed to only Lord Woden own. To whichever case, I believe that the veil imparts madness. It was the veil that led to the fall of my people, or at least one of the factors of it. He will tap his beak in thought. Of the green there is a great stone. It is called the Stone of Simlik. Part of its manifestation is that it appears at a random place within Aelenclast each time it seeks a new wielder. It's one of the few that has its own autonomy. Oftentimes it is guarded by many great trees and beasts. If one were to seek the Stone of Semlik, the first suggestion would be to find a great and terrible beast and follow it to its home. The yellow is a difficult one. At the time of my entombment, it was a penchant of stones embedded within a most malicious being, one that had betrayed his purpose, one who had tried to change the order of Aelenclast, one who had attempted out of fear to preserve himself. I know not what has happened to the bearer of the yellow, nor to the stones that it represents.
We found some yellow stones that affected people with time sickness. Geo was one of them.
Truly.
They spread out.
I sense no sickness upon him now.
Can do a point at what we know as the Time Isles. When we first landed, we crash landed on Aelenclast. There's where we started, and we were sent back there once to find said stones.
What you describe is perchance a mutation of the representation of the yellow. If the yellow arbiter is there, then the malignant one should not be far. Of the orange, ambition has been split always into the great pieces of the sword. The shattered sword, it is often referred to. Sometimes it is held by multiple, those that wish to follow the penchant for each other, but each time they are always betrayed, as ambition demands only the strongest wield the blade. I know not where the shattered sword can be found, but if you wish to seek it, look for a place in which battle has been tested multiple times. Seek a place, perhaps, that is a monument to violence, and I suspect the shattered sword will not be far. Of the red, there is the Banner of Kings. It is said that the banner is infused with a tapestric representation of the political factions, ideologies, and stances held by the wielder, and given the great portents in order to hold its sway and dominion. The banner, no doubt, is either being wielded now or has not yet been discovered. If it has not been discovered, it will not be for long. the banner draws those to it. The last is the most difficult to find. It is not found, but rather it finds you. The Arbiter of the Violet is known as the Wanting, an incessant need, a desire to fulfill a purpose unseen, unknown, and unheard. To make the wielder walk between memory and oblivion, purpose and foresight. These are the 7 arbiters. These are the 7 pieces of the manifested colors of the prism. It is these 7 pieces that ensure that the 9 kings remain equalized in how they act throughout the entirety of Aelenclast. Despite this, the energies of the well do fluctuate, and there is great change on the horizon. For the scar that has been laid into your sky is still laid into the scar of the world itself. For the first time in recorded memory, the continents rise as one towards a singular purpose. At least, in recorded memory that was not destroyed by the traitorous color. Perhaps this is what was intended before the traitor. Perhaps this is what was intended from the turning of the wheel. The sight that I have been given has only revealed pieces, and there is much that is yet to be discovered. With this knowledge, I believe that you and the settlement in which you hail from will have a chance. A chance that is small, but a chance. If you are fortunate, if you are strong, and if you are wise, you may be able to survive. To survive until the great storm passes. And we will see if you will hold to the test of time. That being said, there is more to discuss. Alright. Any questions out of character?
About what we just went over?
Yep.
Okay. So there are populations in each of those zones that were labeled?
Not
like
necessarily.
Titania and the Giants? Okay.
That is
does
simply
he know how...
that is simply
That's
the
where it's
last
cutting out for
known
me.
position.
I cannot hear anybody.
That is simply
Does he know...
that is
Okay, last known position.
that is simply the last known position of where those individuals could be found.
Okay. Does he know how many cycles ago he was entombed?
He does not. Although he suspects, considering the fact that the outer ring did not exist in its position, it's probably been since the last era.
Come on, black again.
How does that mean?
That would be 800 years for Aelenclast time.
Okay, so about 800 years. Maybe.
The previous era is the era of the Violet Arc. Iteration number 6. You're currently in number 7.
Whoa.
What does he mean by iterations?
Iterations represent the great turning of the wheel, going back to its starting position. So throughout the eras... Oh, actually, hold on. This guy has this knowledge, so I can actually tell you guys the timeline stuff. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Timelines. There we go. Timeline. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, it came back. Can you guys hear me okay? Is it, you
Yeah, we
guys
could.
been
We
cutting
heard
in
you
and
the
out a
entire
We
lot,
time.
could
and I
hear you the
caught
whole time.
every other word, basically.
Okay, ready? I'm about to go over the timeline. Okay, so each iteration represents a section of great import in which the wheel turns back to its starting position, representing an almost seasonal application of life, death, and ascendance and degradation. In almost every iteration since the traitorous color, which has happened since the beginning of recorded history, only one era has existed per iteration, because the wheel was never able to complete its turning, hence the entire presence of the violet and all that good stuff. However, the 7th iteration, upon the prism's healing, has actually allowed multiple eras to occur, which leads you to modern day. The first iteration is known as the Star Seed. It is the planting of the World Seed on Verum. Just to be clear, this is Verum's timeline, not the timeline of all planets, because those have different timelines and different representations. So, Iteration 1 is the Star Seed. Iteration 2 is the Time of Toil. Iteration 3 is the Shattered Sky. Specifically, it's different than the Sky Scar, because the Shattered Sky did not actually break Verum's sky. That is just a naming euphemism to represent all of the different outer planes and inner planes fighting for dominance in the primordial state of Verum. So this is like the rise of the Elven Empire, when the veil was torn between worlds, demons, angels, dragons, basically all of the greater beings fighting over the inner planes of Verum. So, the Sky Scar is a rip in the sky. The Shattered Sky is fighting within the sky, to kind of give you an idea. Iteration number 4 is the Chorus of Crowns. It is a time of kingdoms rising and falling, and it's basically the shaping of the countries and the various partitions of the rules of the different races, and like Elder Sharkai is dominated by the Sharkai, so on and so forth. Next is the Time of Trade, which represents the restoration of magic from the Shattered Sky being complete, as well as the Chorus of Crowns reaching its crescendo. Then there is the Time of Trials, which is Iteration 6. The Time of Trials was essentially the Violet Arc. It is the recovery from the Great Reckoning, which was the 7 years and 7 days, and the prevention of that turning of the wheel. And then the Time of Trials takes place during the Violet Arc, and the healing of the prism when the Herald was defeated. We are currently in... Let's see, what did I name this iteration? It was...
Sugai's head explodes.
Writing.
Profane knowledge.
Starfall. Yeah. We're currently in iteration called Starfall.
So, do these have... I guess I'm just confused on one thing.
Yeah.
Have these iterations kind of gone through themselves and then defaulted when the wheel stopped turning? Then we tried again?
So, the wheel stopping from turning is Verum, and all of creation trying to protect itself from the enemy. It essentially causes the Great Reset. It causes the death of most people, and this usually occurs in a sort of cataclysmic event that wipes out life and forces it to restart. And the reason it's done this way is it was the only for-sure method to slow the enemy down. Unfortunately, despite that, the enemy still got stronger and stronger despite this because of how the enemy works, which is all the Violet Arc stuff.
Yeah.
However, this is the first time since that time that the wheel was allowed to continue to turn past its reset
Past that point. Yeah.
So that's why fate is uncertain. That's why, for example, the system has actually changed. Like, the system changing from 5th edition to Prism is not only something that I wanted to do mechanically, but it also represents a fundamental change to how the world works. And that is represented through the mechanics because this is how it was intended to be. Technically speaking, the world that you live in as players has never been able to be itself because of the constant interference by greater entities, and in this case the Trader, and in some cases Tyr, and so on and so forth. So this is the first time that the wheel has been allowed to turn. And something that's revealed in this is that the great storm that Zal is talking about represents that wheel not turning. So it's unclear as to what will happen now that the storm returns. There's a lot of things up in the air about it because the world has not had the opportunity to grow to this point. So,
can you elaborate what you mean by the storm represents the wheel not turning?
Sure. So, the Great Storm of Aelenclast is a natural phenomenon that each time that it occurs, all the things that Zal has described has happened, but the thing that's supposed to happen next doesn't. So it resets back to the beginning. But because of the nature of how the regions are isolated, failed races or failed kingdoms or conquered kingdoms don't disappear. They are not replaced like it does in other places, because whatever the next phase of the Mana Storm never happens. So I would describe it this way. Imagine if, in our own real life, if there was a meta mechanic that prevented Rome from falling. So Rome's still there, but it
What
exists.
would happen if Rome was going to fall is the thing. I don't understand what's bringing it back, or what's perpetuating it.
What's perpetuating it is that its book never ends. The cover doesn't close. The Mana Storm prevents that from happening by taking the pieces of Rome in this case, or taking the pieces of, we'll say, like Britain or any of like those countries, and they cannot be interacted with. They are isolated from everything else, so they are allowed to perpetrate themselves or propagate themselves past the point of when they were supposed to fall, of when they were supposed to disappear.
Okay. So it's a grace period.
Yes, but except that grace period then resets everything to the start, and instead of finishing those storylines, new ones are created, and then the new ones and the old ones all interact with each other to a point to where there's a constant mutation.
Okay. And it's for 1 year, right? It's 1 year of interaction and 50 years of storm?
One cycle of interaction, and then one cycle of not. The time within those cycles is not the same. It's not calculated the same as a person would calculate time.
If we were to put a measure of traditional years from our characters' understandings, is there a quantifiable number?
Not as of right now that your characters possess and have access to.
Okay.
This has two purposes. One, it's an actual in-game, it's an actual in-story representation of the malleability of time, especially in Aelenclast. And number two, it acts as an actual real-world representation in the game that when we play, sometimes we play longer or less time depending on all the groups and how efficient they are. Like,
Okay,
if all
I
the
see.
groups travel a lot, where months and months and months pass, that's more than a year, right?
Yeah.
And this helps prevent that.
Okay, so
loose
it's
end.
a year of play, and then it's the time skip.
The cycle is your actual year of IRL play. Yes,
Okay.
that's what it's referred to as the cycle in game because they live within the cycle and you don't as characters.
And last question: the isolation.
Yeah.
So all of the different locations, all the different areas are isolated from each other and unable to interact, and they have to survive for 50 years in that isolation.
While being constantly irradiated with pure mana.
I see.
That's why they don't
Is he-
starve. That's why disease doesn't kill them. And that's why they come out evolved, changed and strong enough to continue. But even though they weren't supposed to. Like, one example I would use is, look at the LSI and the Gnolls. How different their societies are. By any inclination of application, the LSI should have destroyed the Gnolls, right? They're a simplistic, numerous race that, they have a lot of weaknesses compared to that. And the LSI are, essentially angelic elves at the height of their power.
Yeah.
The reason those two exist still is because of the storm.
I see. And the storm, I suppose, would also lock off the coasts from being able to travel by boat out of the continent?
Yes, which is one of the biggest reasons why Aelenclast has never been settled before, because no one happened to have come in time for the cycle to be on the open end.
So 1 in 50.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Especially when compared to the Week of Peace being the only time that you could travel. Essentially, it's such an astronomically low chance that it wasn't until the prism was healed that that chance became malleable enough that you could even accomplish this. Yeah.
Okay.
And in case you want the names of the iterations, which represent the different eras, I'll put those in your notes for you.
Appreciate that. So the Riverlands that we're at the base of, is that considered part of Smiling Gazco or the...
That's a great question that has
Okay.
not been answered yet. What is the original region that Kazor's Landing is in?
Yeah, I was going to ask that, but... I asked a lot of questions. I'll cede the floor if anyone else has some.
I mean, that's a pretty useful question.
Yeah, you should ask it.
I didn't think of it. Jew's got one question.
Well, I mean, it relates
Someone
to...
should ask it.
your
It's
question.
an important question.
Yes, I have a list of things to ask, but I don't want to spam them.
Well, I just managed to reconnect myself, so I missed all of that.
That's okay, you can read our notes. Okay.
But that is an important question to ask. Kenji will turn to look at Zol. The region that the landing is in, which region does it belong to?
Your settlement is upon a region that has existed for as long, I believe, as Aelenclast has been in existence since the coming of the Starseed. It was once a place of lavish plenty. It was once a place called Eternia.
Have the power.
If I may, the regions predominantly seem consistently sized. Only if we were to label the small span of space in between Smile and Gazgul, the mountain and the taiga, this Eternia, you say, is rather small. Is there a reason for that?
In its time, it was not. Some of the oldest texts that we possess from my people that spoke of the ancient magics described it as a world within glass. I am uncertain as to the penchant of it, of what it truly means. It was a time of... There are some amongst my people that believed Eternia was a place that existed when the dream and the waking realm were not separate. That they were one.
A question then. Does the storm of Glaeus, does that barrier also apply within the dream?
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. Scribble, scribble, scribble.
What is your people like? What are you called in your language?
We were once known as the Sheskakal. I'll type that out for you. Though we are no longer.
I had thought that people couldn't simply be eradicated due to the nature of the storm.
Yes. They're not supposed to. My people, in their hubris, believe themselves greater than the laws of Aelenclast. Their gifts of foresight, emboldened by the dream veil, led them to believe that they had found a way to exist beyond the storms. Their intention was to free all within Aelenclast from the tyranny of these storms. When the wielder of the Dream Veil stepped into the well to challenge, they did not return. We were struck by a pulse of mana so great it incinerated most of us. And those that survived mutated through sickness. It is by great fortune, a miracle, that I was spared. And to this day I still do not know why. It is why I believe that Aelenclast, though it is land, it is an entity. It has wisdom. You see it written upon the rocks and stones, the language that we share amongst my people and the peoples of Aelenclast. This language itself is made by the land.
We unfortunately don't
The Great
know,
Well.
know that language.
He looks at you as you interrupt him again. You were saying?
We have seen that the geoscript around, but we do not fully understand what it means.
Of course you don't. You are not from this place. It is a language written in primal state within the very soul. To learn it is difficult.
But to learn it is to know Aelenclast in a way that no foreigner ever could. It is our language that we share. It is what allows us to communicate despite the isolation. It is why I am convinced that there is something at the bottom of the well, the great ley line in Aelenclast. Something that wills this. Forgive me. Old habits. This is not relevant to you and what you need. What you and your kin need are to make preparations for the storm. For while the storm's intended purpose is to isolate, or at least as far as we know, isolate regions and those with sufficient psionic dissonance, that is not always the case. The storm is unpredictable. It mutates and creates permutations and destroys the weak. The land that was once known as Eternia, that you have settled upon, is a place of great seeding. If the treants do not challenge your livelihood, and if the gnolls will not destroy you, if you do not have the sufficient protections, the storm will claim you. I am here to ensure that that does not happen. I am here to ensure that the hubris and sacrifice of my people is not in vain. I am here to help you. And by helping you, perhaps, I will grant my people peace. He will turn his gaze towards Rena. You. Your mana is permeated by the tower. Step forward. There is much you should know.
Oh, okay.
Are you aware of what pacts are?
I believe so. A pact is a deal you make with another being.
Ah. And yet you did not make such a pact with me.
Really? It's your name on my neck.
Indeed. Have we spoken before?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it happened.
Allow me to explain. Yes, most pacts are made as a deal, but that is not always the case. The fundamental energies required, especially in the Fey realm, to make such a pact, the combining of two energies together, and to the allowance of one to borrow energy from the other, is a agreement that must be made between two sentient beings, but it is not the only way that a pact is made. For there are those that possess a sufficient will strong enough to push outward and bind others to their will. It would seem that you, in whatever vessel that you have been born into, are such an individual. To put it frankly, whatever you were born as is not what you truly are. The reason that your soul is marked by me is because you are one of my people. In the last penchant of our days, our race was failing. Sickness, mutation, loss of mana. So many different maladies plagued my people. As I was the only one unaffected, I was given wardenship over their souls. I was given mastery and protection and responsibility over them. I discussed with the last penchant of my people that survived, and we agreed upon that their energy should not be wasted. And so, I infused them with the mark of this tower, and upon their deaths, I infused them into the life stream. I hoped that one day, the marked would find their way to me. It would seem that the plan has borne fruit.
Your body may be of the ocean, but your soul is of the sky. The Sheshkatal. That is why you bear my mark.
Oh, okay. That's a lot to take in. So, I was... huh. Is there a way I could remember something about my past self?
Unlikely. Most energy is recycled, but it is possible, for you have the soul of a traveler. Twice, it would seem, that fortune has touched you in a way that you can't even begin to imagine. Regardless, your mark as one of my kin means you may use our librarium. The magics there are at your disposal.
Oh.
You will gesture
Okay.
as one of the many paths is filled with feathers. Over time, my control over the tower will increase. My strength will return. Perhaps others marked by my people shall arrive. It would seem that one of them has made their way here, though in a vessel that is ill-suited to magic. He gestures towards Kenji. Still, a potent key. There may yet still be others. We shall gather them. For that, we must use the orrery. You saw it, no doubt, coming inside.
We did, yes.
Mr. Guy will nod and take out the notes of it.
Very good. There is more to discuss. All right, any questions so far?
I am following everything that's going on. I will
If not,
continue
if
to
not,
watch with attention.
if not Zal, who did I make a pact with then?
Who indeed?
Lulu.
Ah,
So was that Oni one of the people that got recycled then, who put the mark on me?
Who indeed?
oh,
What does Zal think?
When one of them asks me.
Go on.
Kenji looks over at Dorina.
so Zal, if not you, then who am I currently in a pact with? Did you know that?
With me. As I said, the penchant of your pact is with me. You just simply did not make it with me. It is the permeation of my people that most likely you were in a lucid dream state in which that occurred. There is also a chance that your power manifested itself for your mind to understand.
I see. Okay.
It is the penchant of my people. We are translators, you see. That title used to mean much more before the prism was healed.
The mark of the tower was put on me by an Oni that we were doing combat
something
with,
you
right?
would recognize, I'm sure.
So, is it possible that it was one of your people then?
It is far more likely that it is the penchant of your own power manifesting, that it might portray the mark and your purpose. Tell me, where did you fight this Oni, as you put it?
Right. It was in the estate of the Lord I am now serving under. We were facing off against his father. We were on our way to do so when we ran across said Oni, and in the heat of combat, it struck an enduring blow, and then the mark appeared on my face.
You will see the creature taps its beak. Yes, that is the most likely occurrence. It is more likely than not that this creature is a manifestation of your power and your belief at your ill worth and your consistent and constant need to be accepted. That is my suspicion. My people's power manifests as it must, and through a guise that the vessel understands. If I were to appear before you speaking a language you did not understand, well, I very much doubt that you would have accepted it. Perhaps not at all were it not forced upon you in the thrill of battle. And same to you. I wonder if you would have accepted it otherwise. As he looks towards Rena. Though it matters little, for here you are.
If I may, on the subject of the other continents, you mentioned that my home was infected and lost, and I would like to know how.
Your homeland from my last permeations revealed that you were infected with degradation. The act of most empires as they rise is to fall to decadence.
And lost?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. What I know is this. Every continent and every people will face their seeding, their ascendance, and then their loss. I do not know if it is arrogance, or perhaps hubris, ignorance. I know not which of these afflictions your homeland is afflicted with, but no doubt it is afflicted.
Perhaps the silence.
The silence. Yours is a land of music and joy, yes?
Very much so.
A permeable dichotomy, then. A manifestation of decadence. And the price you pay for it. My presumption.
So I will grow a dripping beard and stroke it as he ponders.
Perhaps the reason that the winds of Glaeus have faded as they have is similar in nature.
Your country, from last that I read, its winds most likely, I suspect, are failing because it has forgotten its engine. War is your people's lifeblood. Peace calms the wind.
Andy looks at Geo to see his reaction to that statement.
For a brief moment, Geo looks down and has a sort of 1,000-yard stare.
You know what's cool about that? Is that now that's kind of like the reveal of why I said the winds begin to blow at the beginning of every combat.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, man. I had hoped to use the ever-changing magics of this place to recreate something similar so that our people could take to the skies once again. But it seems everything is fleeting. This great storm will wipe out anything we try to build.
Perhaps. Truth be told, that is only what was, not necessarily of what will be. There are many aspects at play that were not before. The prism is healed. I know not what awaits after the storm, but it is coming.
A question then. Oh, Giordano, were you finished?
I had one additional question, if I
Please.
may. It was my intention to explore the towering mountain to the west of here. Can you tell me more of its nature?
You will see the creature grows silent. No need for insight rolls, as you will see a permeable veil of sadness and sorrow come out from the creature. Zal will continue.
It is, it was my people's home. At their ascendance, our cities floated upon the very winds that you wish to hold. We lived in peace. We grew knowledge and culture. Now, if any of my people are left that were not subjugated to the sacrifice that we held, they are not more than monsters, mutated and lost. But if you seek to bring the winds of your homeland anywhere, it is a good place. Perhaps some semblance of the spirit of my people may be preserved.
You will get the feeling he doesn't actually believe that, though he does hope for it.
I thank you for sharing a painful memory.
This then begs into the question I would ask, which perhaps is the most important piece of preparation we might bring back. Should the people of Kazor's Landing retreat from their expanses into the mountains and the taiga, and sojourn within Eternia for the storm, or should we expand outward and try to claim more territory before we have not the option?
That depends entirely on what your people will need to survive. Tell me, upon your travels, have you discovered objects of great power with magic infused within them?
Relics
Indeed.
and curios.
Have you noticed that if you keep them in your area long enough that they have an adverse effect?
Adverse?
Yes. It changes something.
Normally we consider those blessings, or beneficial.
Yes, I'm sure to most, or even some, they could be, but some could not be. Apologies, my language is literal, but you know of what I speak.
Indeed.
That is a representation of the dissonance that I spoke of, the psionic presence of will and desire. If such a settlement has sufficient strength, it may survive the storm. Out of character, if a settlement has enough bearing, it may not be erased when the storm comes.
Bearing being like its political
Quirks,
like stance, right?
aspects. Basically, how many relics and curios and stuff that you've put into it.
The turn-in bonus!
Yeah, that's what the settlement bonus is. Yeah.
It's settlement EXP!
So essentially,
Sugai will-
the more that a settlement has, the more it resists the storm.
Sugai will not write this down.
I'm trying to think of how to ask this without doing the out of character part of it. How many of these items would we need to find to, you would think, to have a reasonable chance to survive the storm?
Uncertain. It depends entirely on the item and the settlement in question and those that live within it. They are not created equal, and their synergy is dependent on where and whom would live there.
Would these items aid in contribute to the mutation of the people who live within that settlement over the storm?
Yes, whatever bearing or leanings that those items would possess would no doubt cause a change within. I would suggest if you possess any such that you consider them carefully. I believe that it is no insignificant portion of my people's downfall was that many of us turned to greed instead of using the items to improve our region, our settlement, our sense of oneness. We fell to greed and individualism, using the items for ourselves. Out of character. Now the cat's out of the bag. Items, relics, curios, or artifacts that are chosen to be used for an individual do not count towards the protections that are afforded to settlements from the storm.
Noted.
Furthermore, one of the great mistakes of my people were the belief that our desires could change. The less time, or the more time an item of that question spent in our possession, the less we could let go of it. Another thing that is revealed. Once an item has been wielded by a person long enough, it can no longer be used for a settlement bonus.
Huh.
So basically, like the ring. Once you have it for so long, you never want to get rid of it.
Yeah, you can't use something for the whole arc and then give it up at the last minute. It's one or the other.
Sorry, I think I might have missed the part, but what was it that causes you to not be able to do that?
The magic attunes to you.
Ah, okay.
It loses its settlement bonus.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's also it's a way to prevent the in-game mechanic of people using all of their items greedily, and then at the last session of the arc, they just give them all up.
Right.
A choice
that makes
actually
sense.
has to be made.
We're going to donate the wand and turn the entire settlement into bimbos.
I mean, hey, we want to do that.
Bimboification.
Last I checked, it was the solar augment, not that.
It must be done, Rina Saba.
The financial benefits! Like Ohio.
The bimbofications. That's.
I think I should never. That's giving me more reason not to.
Kenji don't know. Put on the skirt.
It's time to duel. The creature will continue. There are others here
whose spirits sing with the presence of the life stream. There is one among you of whose echoes I can hear a primordial being. You will see that Zal will turn and will look at Rakar.
The strongest warrior.
You there,
It's
Dylan?
time.
And so the world turned
Yes.
to ash.
Okay. Are you back from the Shadow Realm?
Yes.
Yes. Zal has looked towards Rakar, and he says, "Within you I sense a great spirit, one whose patronage is offered to you much like my peoples are to this one," as he gestures towards Rena. "If you wish to explore this, there is a place within my tower to do so. As recompense for assisting the keys to be brought here, I will allow you its use." He will gesture towards the eastern side of the tower, where you will see another bridge made of feathers will appear.
Ricard will look at that direction. I shall do so. What is this connection?
It is something that is tainted into your soul. Much like this one, Rena has a semblance of my people within hers, so too does a beast scream within yours.
A beast? Ricard will listen inwards, trying to hear the beast screaming.
You hear only the beating of your heart. Zal will continue. "You will need a chamber of resonance to speak with the spirit within. Hence, you may use my facilities if you wish."
Thank you. I will do so.
Zal will nod.
Beast.
I believe that this should be sufficient to get you started. You will have access to my tower, as much as you require. From time to time, I will have tasks that, should you choose to complete them, will help all that live within Aelenclast. Your destinies, however, must be unfettered to mine. You must be allowed to live them. I would not interfere with the bonds of fate in this manner, more so than we already have. I have learned from the hubris of my people.
What is Kenji feeling from like the mark and like the energy of all of that at the moment?
Satisfaction. You have completed the tower's request. You are here, and you have learned. You also sense that there is more to it, but you'll have to explore that by speaking to Zal.
One of my reasons to come here was to learn more about this mark on my face and this tower in of itself. But I also want to build a home for the Lord, and Kenji gestures to Rena, Gio, and Rikar. I also wanted to build a home for all of them, a place where they can find their way to see their dreams accomplished.
Your soul is pulled in many directions, Kenji Kurosai. The tower is merely a place that you might reflect upon what they are. As a forebearer of one of my people's soul, you may find that there is an even greater purpose ahead of you. You must decide on which path that you take, and you must do so without regret and with true conviction. To do so otherwise will leave you in tatters, and you shall fail. I would suggest perhaps the use of the resonance chamber.
So out of character, your character path development is entirely dependent on which path you want to take. You can continue to serve the Black Tower and explore the storyline of Zol's people, or you can continue to serve Kurosai and the more mundane and esoteric requirements of service as a vassal to the Kurosai family, and also to the estate and all that other stuff. It's up to you, whichever path you want to choose.
Lord Zol, if I may.
There is no need for Lord. Such honorifics are wasted upon me.
Then, Zol, you have offered great wisdom to my companions, and I would ask for a moment of yours as well. I have come to Aelenclast in search of what I have already found. I have companions, I have station, and I have the respect of the people of which I set out for. What comes next?
You stand at a precipice of gratitude and purpose. It is my belief that you would not ask the question if you did not feel satisfaction for what you have. You would not seek what comes next if you were satisfied. I believe that it is time for your purpose. And if it is purpose that you seek, traveler, you may find it here.
Then I shall look.
The resonance chamber awaits you, and upon its conclusion and your revelation, I shall be here to offer guidance further.
And my quest log. Would you like to update your quest log? Guys, I have a lot of quests.
I have another question, so if it's okay.
He looks at you.
There was a lady that we've met. She had a curse as well. She had black lightning on her arms. Is there any way to undo that curse? Or what effects will it have?
I know not personally of this person that you speak of. I know not personally of this curse. How did it come about?
They were struck by black lightning, I think. I don't remember the details. I don't think they were fully given.
I cannot offer wisdom without full detail, I am afraid. Why, perchance, did you think to bring this up? How is it relevant?
I don't know if it is or not. It's more of a matter of the heart.
I see. He awkwardly he just looks away. Humans kissing, gross. Dude, they use those lip things? They don't have beaks? Fucking weird.
Kenji comes up to you. Yes.
Were you perhaps investigating Seraph's curse, hoping to find more knowledge?
Yes.
What did she tell us about it?
Oop.
Andis, where do you think you're going?
The loot.
Make me a perception check right now.
He's about to snort the stasis juice.
I'm just walking around, just looking at things.
He's been zooming around the whole time.
Yeah, he has been that one person in the theater who will keep changing sheets.
At his mucus.
I'm aware.
Oh.
I was watching where he went.
And you wanted a perception?
Yes, sir.
Do I have anything of perception? I do not. I will go with wit on this one.
Okay.
Yep.
This is a weird place. Anyway.
Darn.
A couple more questions if you have the time. He will pull out a steam capsule. What do you know of this?
Irradiated water. Set to a high temperature for instantaneous flash. Stored inside of a valve for the steam. Yes. A somewhat efficient storage of mana. Pure, I'm sure, than what you have at home within your continents, but still not as pure as the mana here.
My character's mouth is just watering.
Is there anywhere on Aelenclast? Oh, he's gonna
Put it away.
slowly put it
on a
away
fishing line.
in his front pocket.
Hey, brother. Hey.
Is there anywhere on Aelenclast that produces a similar substance?
Yes. Return to the map.
Oh God, no!
No, Sugai. You know what? This is lucrative. Good move, Kenneth.
Actually, yeah, no, this is logical.
I'm just gonna stare the guy down until he
Where
gives
is
me-
the steam mine? Where can I print
Yes.
money?
Actually, this is actually way darker than that. This is fucked up.
What's more fucked up than capitalism? What do you got?
Oh.
Better be good.
You know, that kind of sounds like some anti-American talk. I'm not sure if
I will once again remind you that deception is his core skill. This man is interesting. Now, Where is the steam?
You want to be rich and powerful. I get it. Maybe I'm a tier behind here. Maybe
Oh,
I'm
no, I don't.
misunderstood.
He doesn't need to be. He already has.
Maybe he wants to destroy the steam mine so no one has money?
No, he wants
What?
to, no, he needs enough steam so that he can create a bunch of clone armies of Rena-samas that love him.
Yeah.
My
Oh.
Jesus.
I know what you're about.
I mean, that
He's definitely doing this for his bro. So his bro can go to the land of drug. For sure.
the
for sure.
Glublex pit.
The Glubex pit.
The land of infinite high.
That would actually be nice. While we wait for it to load, he will ask also, Zal, to respect your people, what was the name of the mountain you lived on? Perhaps we can see what we call it changed to honor their memory. If you would have us.
It was known as Gazka.
Ah. Convenient.
Why is it convenient?
I just find it strange that so many of the names we use, I do not know where they came from.
That is a symptom of the psionic dissonance that maintains the region. Identity retains even beyond language.
Oh.
Most of the time.
Oh, that explains things, I guess.
Ha ha! That's right! I'm sorry, it's just... I was ready for it.
Walks up to Zal, gives flour. Walks away.
What kind of flower?
A pretty flower?
I think he
What's it
means
called?
the flower. What was it called, Mr. Notes?
That flower
Epoch?
was...
Epoch.
Epoch Bloom.
Yeah. My character, I guess, would say, we're the dead ones.
Zal will look touched and will place the flower upon his belt loop. Thank you. What is your
Fabulous.
name?
Glubex.
You seem different from this one. Points to Sugai.
I messed up.
Could you elaborate on that?
I show him my drugs.
What are those?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Am I gonna kill a patron by offering him drugs? Oh no.
It'd be rude not to offer.
The last of his kind!
Oh, look!
The first to try Black
He's
Mamba!
been in stasis for so long.
Finally met my patron.
This is the area, Kenneth.
Oh, let me...
Yes, give me more steam. I require drugs.
I see. Ooh,
Say Nosfiend's
Perfect.
wet dream.
that is perfect. Thank you very much.
Writing that down. You know what? That makes sense.
Okay, what's your
Alright.
actual answer? When he asks, what are those?
They're my Crocs.
Black Mamba.
Black Mamba? What is that?
Yummy steam. My yummy steam.
You consume the substance that the other one has.
My substance.
We use it as currency.
So you eat money?
Yes.
He's cool like that.
Curious.
Do you want some?
I've never tasted money before. Sure. Do you
Watch him
offer
take
the
that shit.
patron Black Mamba
Dude, bro.
or regular
Bro,
steam?
Oh,
You give him in the
I
good
get a
shit.
choice.
Yeah. Choose.
Bro.
Just so you know, this is a ripple point of the story. It is very important.
Oh,
what
no.
you do next.
Oh, fuck. No, not an
The future
instant.
of Aelenclast will be determined by whether you give him the good shit or the normal trip.
Oh, no.
What would Glubex do?
Oh, he would give him the
He's
black
going to
mamba.
develop an
Easily.
addiction.
But
Do it.
You wanted to be on the show, Squee. Here we go.
You wanted to be the crackhead. Now it's time to do crack. Too late to back out now.
but it's my mamba.
But it's
Yeah,
my Black
but-
Mamba.
Do you want him to be on the good stuff, or do you want him to be
Am
on
I
the
the
weak shit?
crackhead that shares, or am I the crackhead that hoards?
Make a
You-
willpower
hey,
test. I don't know.
you've been pretty giving. If I'm honest.
I'll also
Yeah,
say,
you
if
wanna
you
be
give
helpful.
him the shit, he might help you with more shit.
Uh,
You also took his flowers.
What if you give it to him and
would
he goes,
my character
"Oh,
know
I've
that
had
if
this
other
before."
people take it, they wouldn't
Die?
be able to handle it?
Well, you know that it takes a certain type of somebody. But this guy already had a bunch of drugs in his system.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Surely that means that can only go well.
I can't look.
You know,
Mamba, this man.
I hand him a canister of the black mamba. This
Oh,
the
God.
best stuff. The only
He's gonna be
stuff.
a boss.
I see.
Don't die.
I'm
He
not
won't.
sure if I recommend that.
You will hold the Black Mamba up to his beak. And he's not a rude character. And so he will sample the Black Mamba.
Hopefully that's all
Kenji turns at the last moment to stop
Yes,
this
let
train
it in
wreck.
your lungs. Yes.
He will take a deep whiff.
Oh dear God.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm so happy you're still alive. Oh, thank God.
Wait, still.
Okay,
What? That could've-
all of the bridges in the tower fully activate.
Oh,
Oh,
He's woke.
He will then start to move his head back and forth. Something that you've recognized before, Glublex. And then he will start to go. He is gone.
Oh, no.
no!
Perhaps we should go to the facilities.
I yell back to the party. He's into it.
What? This is bad. This is a bad
This
thing.
is going to be
you
very bad.
gave a diviner of foresight drugs.
Not just any drugs. Black Mamba.
I truly have no idea where he is. However, it seems we have our run of the facilities.
Living a dream.
You start screaming.
I'm Rena
come
Simon.
down.
Let us go meditate, or perhaps there
Yes,
is
let us
food
go to this
somewhere.
echo chamber quickly. Let us
Let
leave Glublex unattended with his new
Oh,
friend.
let's come down. He needs a spirit buddy.
Nah, don't
Yes,
worry.
That would be
You won't do
I
it
think
alone.
this way.
I think it would be better we give him a moment.
No, no, no.
He, like, grabs
Kenji
the
don't
collar.
know. Kenji don't know. You,
So,
you really
so
should
is all
leave
gone
Glubex
right
with
now
him.
because I will totally take a black mama to be his spirit buddy.
Zal is gone. He's alone
Oh.
and untended by an experienced individual in the dream of the Black Mamba.
inexperienced and also about to be very high individual.
Dodo,
Are we
please,
sh-
please,
are
in
we
this
sure
case,
we should be
do
leaving
guide
him alone?
Yes.
No,
It is too late.
Gloob, like, stay with him, make sure he.
This is not our area
All
of
right,
expertise.
boss. Take some fucking
You should
hit.
stay safe.
Anything
We
for
know
Lord
not.
Kirosai.
This creature will be affected.
This together. You and me.
All right. Do you also take a hit of Black Mamba with your boys all?
Oh my god. He's going to have an addiction. There's going to be no steam.
Puff, puff,
He's going to give us a
pass.
quest to go to Steamland to get him more.
Puff, puff, pass. Okay.
I'm so
I
sorry.
have a hilarious part for next episode I have to write now.
Oh no.
so sorry.
Who would like to go to the resonance chamber?
Am I allowed in there?
Yes. Everyone is allowed
Oh.
everywhere.
Okay, sick.
I mean, who's going to
I'm gonna
stop us
stay
at
with
this
my
point?
boy.
How's he
You're
going to
right.
stop us? That was why I had him do the drugs, because
Yes, it was
That
my
was all
plan all
strategy.
along. It's
yes, he's incapacitated now, so we can do what we want,
Ricard.
including.
Would you like to do the resonance chamber?
Yes.
Oh boy,
Oh,
the time has come.
Fucking.
I
Dun,
have
dun,
also
dun,
been
dun,
waiting
dun,
for
dun.
this.
What was the Dragon Ball Z chamber?
Hyperbolic time chamber.
Hyperbolic time chamber.
Okay, time the hyperbolic chamber.
The doohickey.
All right, Ricard. As you step forth into the resonance chamber, the door behind you will seal, and you will find yourself standing in a room by yourself. The room is dark, even to your goblin eyes. You will feel an emptiness. You will feel no temperature change. You will detect no smells or sounds, only a complete and absolute loneliness. What do you do?
First, Ricard will try and explore the physical place if he finds anything.
As Ricard attempts to explore, each step that he takes produces no echo, no sound, no feeling. He walks for several minutes and feels nothing. No terrain, no walls, no furniture. It almost feels like he hasn't gone anywhere.
Well, time to listen inside. And he will again to hear that roar of the beast he was told.
Make me a willpower test. Okay. You will hear rumbling from below. Something stirs within. You will start to see them. Long, tendril necks begin to swirl around you, etched by shadow. Maws filled with teeth, hungry and watchful, just beyond your sight. It looks like the creature wants to speak, but there's something blocking it from doing so. You'll have to focus again. Willpower test.
focus on those. Whatever he have seen. This connection.
Once again, the roars of the voices and the sounds begin to shift until finally
We see you. We smell you. We know you. We must be blood is given. We must live.
willpower test.
Were those supposed to be words? I could not hear a single thing about that.
Yeah?
The microphone wasn't really picking up
It's
well.
cutting out pretty strong. You might want
It
to
was cutting off.
Oh,
just turn your microphone
man.
on and disable
Yeah,
suppression.
kill your sound gate.
All right, how about this? Yap.
Hurts me.
Security audio. Yeah, we heard it.
The creature said, "We see you, we smell you, we know you. We must be. We must live."
All right. Being increasingly fearful but also curious, Ricard will attempt to focus at voice. Or voices, maybe.
We command you.
Did you hear all that?
Yes.
Okay.
Just shake my hands, but yeah.
Hunger.
You will see that the faces get closer, and as they get closer, you will see the maws of great serpents, 7 of them, snap hungry jaws around you like they might eat you at any moment.
The blood of us is in you. Go to the place. Go and bleed for us. We will be born in the bitter.
Oh, where?
North of the land of circles and wells, the bitter swamp, we must live again.
Oh, right.
Go, bleed, follow command. We will be again.
and the vision stops. Did you guys hear all that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we heard it. He's recovering.
Okay.
Yes, for a good minute, Ricard will attempt to, like, feign to death and make sure that whatever that was went away. And then he will just run out of the chamber.
Okay.
Ricard flying out of the hyperbolic time chamber in the fetal position like Sonic.
Well, Ricardo, did you learn what was inside of you?
I'm not sure.
You okay?
Ricard will attempt
Gio
to
kneels
hide.
down,
And you will kneel down next to him, put a hand
puts
on his
hand on
shoulder.
Ricard's shoulder as he folds himself into his hat.
Quick little out of character thing, Ricard. If you want to take Lord Trinos' path, you must deposit your blood into the bitter. If you agree to do this, you will be infused with the might of Lord Trinos, and then rewarded should you complete it.
I don't think he was quite straightforward. Yes, follow the command. North of circles and wells, bitter swamp. Yes.
Nodders. Just making sure you understand, because you are supposed to understand, despite my screaming. So, there you go.
Lord Trinos was in Corvallis?
Lord Trinos has been around, God,
A long time.
7 years and 7 days. He was in the original game. But he is from Calcatesh.
Bring him back to life and kill him again.
That was a fight.
And where did it say to deposit the blood?
The bitter, the northernmost
Bitter.
region.
Yeah, super north.
The
Think
swamp.
you're still looking
the
at
big green swampling thing.
Yeah.
You're...
You know, a place
Hey,
a
if we
Hydra
unlock
would live.
wind travel,
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be quite the journey, I believe.
if we can kite ourselves over there with our kites,
I rather go on ground, Jeeves, and
Gio turns to dust.
We shall climb Smiling Gazcool and kite our way there.
Ah, yes. We'll just glide there.
Glide over the mana storm.
I'm sure that'll
We're
be
falling with style. Yes, glide through the mana.
I'm afraid goblins are not made for the skies. But maybe if you teach me how to use this kite.
You will find no better teacher.
I'll take you on that.
Seeing as some of the color has returned to you, perhaps you care to elaborate?
Serpents, lots of heads. Scary. Big monster. Wants me to bleed.
Turns around and looks at Rena and Genji like, oh fuck. Turns back around, looks at Ricard. Mm-hmm.
I mean, spirits require some sort of sacrifice every now and then. even from our homeland. It's not unnecessary to give small offerings of blood.
Yes, that is true.
Hmm. Do you have any intent on pursuing that?
Oh yes. I think whoever that was made it clear that I should do that. Yes.
Genji looks and starts heading towards the resonance chamber to go next.
Careful in there.
Careful, there's things in there.
Watch out, bro. There's hydras in there. You have my support, Ricard.
Oh, thank you. I'll probably need that.
God. Okay. That's time, so I'll just call it there.
We've got more trippies things to do next episode.
Oh my god, I gotta do
Yippee.
everybody's resonance chamber thing, and then I have to do Glueblex's secret unlock by getting the fucking patron high as fuck.
Secret
What?
Oh, yeah.
You have
Arcadum doesn't
fucked
lie
around.
when he says it's a turning point.
I wasn't kidding. I wasn't fucking with you.
I was hoping you were fucking with me.
Oh, no.
You don't
You're in
get-
the show
no.
now. You press
That's not
buttons,
how
things
this
happen.
works, buddy. Have you heard of Bones Wild
The
Ride?
map, I believe we told you the map is live.
His map is live, baby.
It's time to see if there's. No, never mind. There will be consequences.
Time
surely.
to see if there's consequences.
Consequences doesn't automatically mean bad. It just means things
I
happen.
know.
Now, is it a bad
The world is
idea
full
to
of
get the
things.
patron of Zal high as fuck and go on a trip with him? We'll see. But something will happen. I'm
We
sure.
better hope that
Enter
Glueblex
the
knows how to
dream
make
realm and
Black
unlock
Mamba.
Each other's spirit animal.
Oh, God.
Secret character path unlocked. One of the guys.
It's,
Nosfeed.
One of the
it'd be,
guys.
what would it be? It'd be secret character path. Got Amsterdam or some shit like that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Or Burning Man. Yeah, just Burning Man. That's awesome.
Weekend at Freddy's.
We're
Daddy,
well
would
on
you
the
like
way to
some
level
sausage?
3.
Daddy, would you like
Level
some
3 is going to be a
sausages?
nightmare.
God, that movie was so bad, but that was a great scene. And I'm so old. All right, any faned art of any kind?
Shockingly, doesn't seem to be.
Hope there's art about this whole situation that I'm
Oh,
in.
at some point.
We got to wait for people to watch what you did.
It was the best thing that I had. I was like, oh, he seems.
This is my one trick.
It is.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, go ahead and shut down the old.